you on?
Do what?
What operating system are you on?
Oh, I primarily use Linux.
What kind?
Right now, just Kubuntu.
Uh,
What the hell is my dog barking at? It's probably a Terminator. Whatever.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if it's your time, right?
Right? Why fight it?
You can't fight the T800, man.
Oh. No, Rev 9s. I watched Dark Fate this afternoon.
I have not. So if I
It's good. It's good.
If it's like
a lot better than Genesis. It's so much better than Genesis.
Well, that's not hard. Like the Ed 209, then we, from RoboCop, then we certainly fight that, but not the T800.
I went to high school with Linda Hamilton's godson.
That's interesting.
Yeah, his mom was her college roommate or something.
I was streaming Horizon Zero Dawn earlier today. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fishing this morning.
Ew.
I like fishing. I have a canoe that I have outfitted with a little trolling motor.
Oh yeah.
And I was out by myself, just relaxing.
Oh well, you probably deserve it.
I try to.
You're retired, so I mean.
Yeah, retired from the Navy, not from my family.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we out here?
Well, all of us except for Alder.
Zach here? No.
Zach is not here. He's offline too, so.
Huh? Let me scream at him on Steam.
Wouldn't even help.
Let me see if I can scream at him on Steam. He's not even on Steam. Last online 4 hours ago.
We'll give him a couple more minutes. Yeah, he could just be hiding.
He's a ninja. I don't think we're going to need too much communications with the bugs.
Well, yeah, but we just met
No, but he does give you bonuses to
other
hit.
people.
Yeah, we did just run into some people that were kind of helpful.
Well, yeah, they were shooting at the bugs and giving you guys, they were a ways off. But they were shooting at them. It was helping a little bit.
So I need snipers, man. Using like sniper for 400, 500, away.
Well, she did have a big gun. Excuse me.
Get an operative out there with a sniper rifle.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get started.
Alrighty.
And you guys can let Alder know what happened while he was sleeping in the pet carrier.
There you go.
Once he wakes up.
Momo gently puts a tiny blanket in the pet carrier over Alder. And then says, "Sorry, I was so reckless, Captain. I'll be more careful next time."
A little pillow.
Yeah, there you go.
Why do we have the pilot card out?
I don't know. Someone dragged it out. If you don't want it, you can just delete it. If you want it, you can right-click and take it.
Oh.
So,
delete the one I'm holding on to, too.
Last time, you guys dealt with some swarm forces, a welcoming committee of sorts. You were assaulted by heavy swarm forces, but you dealt with that threat along with some helpful newcomers. They cautiously approach you now. The leader is a female Sheeran Though how you can tell she's female, you can't tell she's female.
She's got some sexy antennae.
Yeah. She approaches and greets you. Seems obvious you're not with the swarm, says the Sheeran woman, slinging her rifle over her shoulder and raising her visor of her dusty, acid-scarred armor. Behind her, the haze clears enough to reveal a centipede-like creature and a heavily armored android, both similarly armed and armored. That makes you friends of ours, no? I'm Etiex. Who are you lot, and what brings you to this wreck of a rock?
Hi, thanks for the help, you guys. We're from the Sheeran Defense Force.
Suskalon Defense
The
Force.
Suskalon Defense Force. Sorry, I was distracted by your being a Sheeran. Momo gives 3 thumbs up to the centipede guy as a fellow multi-armed person.
You guys got kinship.
Mm-hmm.
We're Midnight Squad. Thanks for the help.
Midnight Squad. Yes. We fight with Clade Company. This is my companion, Kokon. She points over to the centipede fellow, and Q as she points to the soldier. We are but a small group of the larger company. We came out to investigate the approaching ship. It was so obviously not part of the swarm.
We were sent here to investigate Professor Galachak's research from some kind of like religious thing.
Not familiar with that person, but come, we can head to Clade Company's base. There's strength in numbers, yes? An enemy of the swarm is a friend of Clade Company for sure. I'm sure, and we could use all the help we can get, as I'm sure you could as well.
You guys got a lovely planet here.
It was at one time.
Hey, before we head out, could I just take a little breather? Momo wants to do a 10-minute rest if possible to recover stamina.
I just want to do that as well.
Sure. Get what you need from your ship, and let's not dally. The swarm probably won't be back quickly, but they do come.
Is our ship gonna be okay here?
It should be fine. The creatures devour all organic matter, including the body of those they slay, and have been collecting our natural resources, yes, but unless you have large amounts of organic material in your holds, it should be fine. I am sure it will likely remain untouched.
Yeah, I think our hold's just about organics free.
Pretty much.
So I take it. Phil, I can take a 10-minute rest.
Absolutely. You guys can take a 10-minute rest, spend resolve on stamina points, and then as after you gather your things and tell her you're ready to leave, Etchiak leads you to a chasm a mile or so away, following down its side and through a series of winding underground tunnels. Before she heads underground, she warns you all, at this time you should activate your environmental protections if you haven't already.
Okay.
The toxic heavy metal fumes sometimes permeate these caverns.
Oh, I love heavy metal. What about a strawberry cake machine too? What's that one?
No.
What, a Bizzlehead or something?
Actual metal. Bizzlehead.
No, like what is that the name of that band? The metal band from one of the scenarios?
The Drow metal band.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it may be. I haven't heard those names in a long time.
Yeah, something like that.
Abysshead.
I just stopped breathing.
Sure.
Because
Um,
I do ask them, do you know where the University of Oods is? Or was?
yes, Oods. It's north of here. We
Friends
can
is-
get more information at the camp.
Oh, awesome.
As you travel, you see that the damage inflicted by the swarm is quite clear.
It's pretty metal, you might say.
What appears to have originally been an extensive organic tunnel complex has been massively altered. Some tunnels have collapsed, others are filled with hardened lava. And at one point, Echiax halts the group's progress at an intersection. You watch as a fissure opens in the tunnel in front of you, spewing magma up from the floor. It forces you to backtrack a bit and take a different route.
Pretty color.
Further along, a deep, bone-aching thrum grows and shakes the stone and earth around you for nearly a half a mile of travel
Nice.
before fading into the distance. It is the swarm extractor Amajos working to siphon the resources, such as petrochemicals, from deep within the planet's crust. We passed close to one just now.
Hmm.
Um,
Can we blow them up?
That'd be awesome.
what you if you ask any questions about it, she points out that they are the huge bug creatures that you saw as you flew in.
Oh, we definitely need to kill one of those before we leave.
The building size creatures.
It sounds like they bleed, so they can die.
That sounds definitely like something we should definitely blow up before we leave.
I must get you to Heskemu. He has many ideas similar to your own. You will find him quite inviting.
Oh, as long as he likes to kill bugs, he's cool with us.
It depends on the bugs, but yes.
Present company, of course, is excluded.
So the march is a couple of hours long before you reach Clade Company's camp. It's difficult, but not particularly dangerous journey, and you emerge into a series of large caverns. They are obviously inhabited. You hear the quiet thumb of a backup generator, and note that a few LED strips above the chamber. You also hear the chatter of people and the clatter of boxes and equipment being moved around.
It's a good use of power there with the LED strips.
Yeah, which resembles nothing so much as a military outpost combined with a refugee camp. You know the inhabitants are a motley crew, mostly Shirin and Bolitas, but you also see a handful of Formians, a few large Hans, which if you don't know it, they're kind of like sacks of gas that float. They're fairly large, intimidating creatures for the most part. You also see a smattering of others, several humans, a pair of Vesk, a Karashalashunta, and a half-orc. Everyone wears armor and carries a backpack and some sort of weapon, even those engaged in menial tasks like preparing a meal. What's that, Jordan?
Oh, I just thought the camp was buggy because of all the bug races.
Oh, okay. It's a bugged camp. You note that the overall tone of the encampment is fairly grim, not so different from when you first arrived at Fort Gallant on Suskalon. But as Echiax leads your party into the cavern, you hear a murmur of activity go up, and it turns into enthusiastic greetings and surprised exclamations directed towards you. A few minutes later, a Beluda wearing scuffed suit of segmented armor scuttles towards the group.
Nice bug.
You know that he gestures with several limbs twitching their antenna, one of which you can see is broken off and shorter than the other. Echiax says, "This is Heskema, the leader of Clade Company." He pulls up HEX, Kogan, Q. Glad you made it back safely. Who do we have here? And he turns his attention to you. You're either foolhardy or hell's bent on something to have come to this planet. But it's pretty clear you don't like the swarm any more than we do. And you've proven you're competent folks. My name's Heskemu, and we're Clade Company.
You saw us from all the way over here?
Around the cavern.
Well, I think one of my best friends.
What's your business here on Ulam Chuva? Maybe we can help each other out.
How do you know that we did good stuff against bugs? I mean, we're like how many hours away?
You've seen it out there. You're not Swarm. You fought the Swarm, and we fight the Swarm. That puts us on the same side, and we're probably going to do better working together than fighting one another.
Damn
He
straight.
pauses, shrugs. Besides, Etiak's a pretty good judge of character. So if she trusts you, so do I.
Momo salutes with half his arms.
All six.
Says, yeah. No, that would be double. That would be saluting on both sides.
Both hands.
And says, "Thank you, sir. We certainly are enemies of the swarm. We're looking for a place called Oods.
Not
trying to
nudes.
find what's at the Zesh University."
Yes. The area around the university in the northwestern section of Oods. It's been a hotbed of swarm activity. We're not sure why.
Well, we might have an idea on that. We were sent here to pick up some research from a professor, and he was doing research into some stuff for swarm stuff. And I think they might want to get a hold of that research.
I'm not familiar with any professors, but you could ask around the camp later. Somebody might know something. So, you said, where are you from? You look like you have some military bearing in your group.
We're a midnight squad out of the Susquehanna Defense Force.
Susquehanna Defense Force.
The swarm
Susquehanna.
the swarm has invaded our system.
Close by. They must have come directly from here.
Yes, I guess so. It was pretty nasty down at Susquehanna. We had to abandon the planet and move on to a new base.
Running, yes. It seems that's all you can do sometimes.
We just need to get some Space Marines to help, then we can kill them all. They're good at killing swarm things.
Looks like you guys got a motley crew here. What's you guys' story?
This is Clade Company. Well, we're surviving. That's a start. We're pretty much everyone who's still alive on this part of the continent. We're hoping to keep ourselves safe until the swarm leave, and then we'll be able to rebuild. Trails off. HEX picks up the explanation. There's more damage than we first thought. Rebuilding is going to be tough. We can't even start until the swarm leaves, no? So for now, we're hoping to fight back enough to become a stinger in their shell and encourage them to leave sooner, yes? Besides, we don't have any ships, so we don't have a way to get off-world. And the Belita perks up at the last observation and shakes their head. No, they say. We're prepared to wait, so we'll wait them out.
Well, once we finish with our mission, if any of y'all want to hop in our ship and, evac, you're more than welcome to.
I bet you know that if you destroy the giant building-sized bugs. Sounds like those are important.
I mean, yeah, killing
Well with that.
some swarm would be nice right about now.
Yeah. So, you mentioned Zesh University. It's dangerous. The western side of the city has been plagued by severe instability, a result of a nearby extractor Amajo's excavations. Sinkholes have been appearing in the area. I'm fairly certain it's only a matter of time before the entire place collapses, likely destroying any information you're looking for.
So that means
wow.
University's on? Whoa.
I've got a plan that I think could help both of us. It's pretty bold and kind of risky. It's an attack on the Amajo. To draw the swarm's attention away from the university you want to check out. It might make your mission easier. Even better, disabling or destroying that bug would reduce the tremors and instability of the area. Definitely make a strike mission into the university safer and quicker. To say nothing of limiting the ongoing destruction of one of the only cities left standing on Ilam Shuva. Those Amajos are extremely large, however, and attacking one externally would likely have little effect. To truly take one of those behemoths down, a strike force would have to infiltrate the creature itself.
So we become dinner and leave it a present behind?
Well, not so much dinner. The swarm have pathways that they use to get inside and control it. Fix it. You could get in and disable it from within. He builds upon this plan by proposing that the Clade Company and I will guard the exterior while you conduct the raid. This will ensure that you don't get overwhelmed when it starts calling for swarm components to help it. They rub their secondary arms together enthusiastically as you talk, clearly excited by the opportunity that your presence presents.
How many explosives you guys got?
Well, it depends on what you need, he replies, and goes on to explain that Clade Company has been We've been scavenging technological equipment, which the Swarm seems to have no interest in. We're happy to trade for your equipment or UPBs. Don't have much interest in credits down here.
Thing about it is we don't even know how much of any kind of explosive we're going to need for this.
Hey, Mama, how many explosives can you make?
Or any. Maybe if we disable it from the interior, it'll just blow up itself.
I got a detonator, so if we can rig up something with enough boom to do the job, shouldn't be too hard. If we got something that's got some explosive components, I'm sure I could put something together.
Hell yeah, Momo. All 6.
Yeah.
You know, take some time. Take a little bit of time and relax. You can find, let's see, who is he? Let's see. Do they have a guy that actually has?
Anyone know how to make a hydrogen bomb?
Well, we got some torpedoes on the ship, right?
We have some stuff that we've scavenged. As excited as I am to move this plan along, I think maybe you should take some time among my fellow freedom fighters and get a little rest in. Plan our moves carefully. Craft anything you need. Take a look at what we have for supplies for trade. We've collected a significant stash of equipment between what we've been able to scavenge from the surface and supplies us Bolitas brought up from deeper underground.
How'd you guys survive, anyway?
Yes.
Just yes.
They glance around the room and he kind of chuckles. Depends on who you ask. Most of us Bolitas were so far underground we didn't realize what happened until communications cut off. When we came up to find out what went wrong, well, this is what we found. And then the extractor Amajos made it too dangerous for us to go back down. But to the rest of us, most of the rest of us just got lucky. Some hid, some ran. Etchiax had a whole lot of folks holed up underneath oods with plenty of weapons, but nothing to eat or drink. We'd find a few more here and there almost every day, but it's been a while since we've had newcomers. As far as this region is concerned, I think we're it.
So Phil, do we have how many torpedoes did you say we have on our ship?
Not enough to do much good. What are you looking to use the torpedoes for? What are you thinking to use the torpedoes for?
Well, the actual explosive components of torpedoes aren't that big. Most of it's guidance.
The Maggio is probably about the size of a starship.
Yeah, you put it in key spots inside.
But the ammunition of the torpedoes on the starship, let's see, the Flash Viper has light torpedo launchers, right? Mm-hmm. If you notice, the light torpedo launcher doesn't have limited fire as one of its special properties, because it generates a torpedo, a pulse torpedo kind of thing each time it fires. It's not an ammunition type weapon.
Damn.
Unfortunately, the ground is far too unstable to do that.
Well, if the ground's unstable, can't we just blow up the ground around it and have it tip over?
There you go.
It's got legs. It kind of as you get some scouting information and whatnot, you'll get a picture of it. So Clade Company does have some items. They're happy to engage in mutually beneficial trade with you. I mean, you just came up taking a look at their stockpiles. They have managed to scavenge and collect stockpiles of standard and high capacity batteries if you would need them. Plenty of standard ammunition, basic med kits, packages, and Mark 1 or med patches, and Mark 1 serums of healing. They also have a cache of supplies gathered from a local military base, which includes several cases of frag grenade 1. They have 22 grenades in total, 5 auto target rifles, 2 suits of officer ceremonial plate, and 3 suits of business station wear.
Ooh.
Station wear, you say?
Did you say 52 grenades?
22 grenades.
22.
Yes.
22. Do we, given Momo's background with explosives, does he think that he could make a sufficient bomb if he was able to, like, chain reaction all those grenades together?
You would have to purchase all those grenades or trade for them. Well,
they're going to say I got to purchase the grenades to do the job for them?
They need grenades too.
Well, do they want me to do the job or not?
Let's see. Heskamu turns to you when you start inquiring about gear to use. Don't have much in the way of explosives. You might not need them anyway. You look like you have the weaponry necessary to take out the creature. I imagine you get up in there and wreck its vital organs. Should be able to take it out. I do have a couple of filtered rebreather upgrades and some spray flesh if you want it.
Do you guys have a very large piece of very sharp metal?
I'm sure we can find something. If you want to make a sword, you can make a sword.
I'm not saying making a sword. I'm getting a very sharp, basically making a giant blade, tying it off to whoever's, basically making a plow that we can drag through this thing. If what we're trying to do is just hurt it, that we just drag behind us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if we're going to have to go inside anyways, at least let's bring something that just constantly cuts it as we're walking.
That seems weird, but
Well, you
Extra damage. Yeah, if it bleeds, it can die.
you think, I don't know. The creature doesn't seem to be so much. I don't know how to explain this. I guess. Well, their starships are usually living starships. They're not biomechanical. They're just bio. Well, let's see. You get your first up close view the next morning as you emerge onto the surface. A few hundred yards away, a massive insectile carapace rises into the smoggy sky. He looked like this.
Ugh.
A tick. A thing that's a starship-sized tick. Its head plunged into the cracked earth, and its abdomen so swollen with the planet's petrochemical resources that its spindly, spine-covered legs hardly graze the ground. Plumes of caustic smoke spew from vents along its back, coalescing into a heavy haze that obscures detail even at this close distance. The creature shudders and waggles its appendages, gluttonously shoving its narrow head deeper into the ground as the terrain underfoot heaves and an immense gout of odd-smelling exhaust churns into the sky. Even at this distance, the temperature is noticeably warmer.
Boy, that thing looks really gross. Hmm. Well, maybe if we get in there, I can certainly rig something with some explosive power. Hmm. Phil.
Yeah.
Given what we've been how it's been described to us, and now having seen on the outside, would Momo have an idea of what sort of given what equipment we have and what equipment they have available for us, we could use to cause like a sufficient boom inside this thing to really take it out? I'm happy to roll something for it.
Based on the petrochemicals inside this creature, if it were to collapse upon itself, it looks like it's mostly filled with hot gases and things it's extracting from the ground. If you were to cease its life functions, it would likely explode on its own. Give me a. Let's see. Give me. No, I'm looking for something.
No, not life science.
Not life science. He doesn't have life science. They don't really do a good job of explaining the mission. Let's see. So, it is a life science check.
I have no idea.
That's for something else. So Clade Company. So the plan is for Clade Company to enact a distraction at a semi-intact building approximately half a mile away from the imago that you're going to climb into, drawing the swarm's attentions. Etchiak says she will execute this plan as soon as you communicate that you are ready, and the plan is to launch an explosive missile at the designated building, and then her team will confront the swarm components that come to investigate, leaving you plenty of time to close the distance with the imago, as long as you don't do anything outrageously egregious along the way. Egregious? I don't know. As long as you don't take too long. You can make your way inside. She points out a series of small openings on the extractor's abdomen and explains in a matter-of-fact tone that these spiracles are what allow the creature to breathe and provide access to its interior. You guys can give me a life science check based on this knowledge to learn something. Erebus is plenty covering it for you guys.
I have
Chris
everything.
recognizes that most insects clench these valves shut in times of distress, like pain from something plowing through their insides. And this means that damaging the extractor will likely lock down these entrances, but that killing it entirely will cause the valves to relax and allow exit.
So once we get started, we'd have to finish the job to get out.
That's right. You note that the thing is approximately 250 feet long from where its head is embedded into the ground to the end of its swollen abdomen. The bulk soars nearly 100 feet into the air. Most of this immensity is simply storage for the various resources it has been sucking out of the planet.
So this thing's the size of like 3 or 4 blue whales.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's like a starship. The spiracles or valve-like openings are akin to enormous pores located close to the ground, so as to limit the amount of exhaust the creature breathes in. This also allows easier access for those swarm that need to get into the creature's inner workings. It looks like medium or smaller creatures should be able to fit through the spiracle with no difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, when do you want us to do this? I can't remember his name.
HEX?
No, I thought we were talking to the guy who starts with an H.
Heskamu?
Heskamu. Mr. Heskamu, sir.
Well, as you guys are discussing the plans,
Here we go.
he says that as soon as you're ready, let us know and we'll get in position. And did you guys have anything you wanted to do or make? Did anyone have anything they wanted to do, make, commission to be created before they go in?
I currently have 0 UPBs because I spent them all on my screamer,
Nice.
as well as a bunch that I got from Alder.
Yeah. Roger that. It's been a rough go here too. So
I can work the
They,
better armor, but not quite.
So-
I'm just a little short.
Yeah, if they if anybody wears heavy armor who'd want it, that ceremonial plate officer is quite good.
It's tempting,
it's-
but I can almost afford the next level one.
It's got to.
You can
Unless
wear
it
light
says-
armor and power armor, I think, so.
I mean, according to the core rulebook, all armor does unless it says otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
So unless it says
So it
specifically
should.
that it doesn't, then yes, it does.
Worst case scenario, you can wear light armor inside power armor, I believe, so.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Pretty sure it does, though.
It makes sense. I was going to say, basically they call out all technological armor includes environmental protections that last for a number of days equal to item level. So, not against like poison and acid and stuff you do. Right. Because it can corrupt your water and then affect you physically.
If I just stop breathing, does that work?
Well, it stops work. It works for inhaled stuff, but it's not going to protect you from poisons.
They're not inhaled poison. Yeah.
Well, it would protect you from inhaled stuff, but not necessarily something that was injected or the or if it affected your skin just by being in the atmosphere. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So I take it you guys are ready for your mission.
Ugh. That's so gross.
It's more like a breathing. It's more
Yeah.
like throat. Let me see.
Frankly,
what you
this
guys
feels
see.
more like climbing into its digestive system than anything else.
Do I not have dynamic lighting enabled? I don't.
No, I think we see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I've covered my eyes, Phil.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, so it should be fixed now. You guys should be.
I now
looking
see
at just the
absolutely
outside of it.
nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
I
not-
see nothing but
Oh.
black.
Momo has no sight. Why does Momo not have sight?
I don't know.
He has sight.
Can't
I'm-
see it.
I'm blinded.
Oh, you know why? Because I don't have a light source there. It's light outside. Let me turn on global illumination because I didn't set up any light source. Well, now Momo should be
Yes.
able to see.
I do see.
All right. It is dark. You note as you look into the spherical, you note that it is quite dark inside the creature.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the swarm has dark vision, so they have no need for light sources inside the creature.
I have low light vision. I also have a flashlight.
By the way, quick question: do you guys want me to go in ahead of time and scout it out stealthily? See what we're dealing with.
I don't know. Oh,
I run fast, and it's hard to see me.
You're all lieutenants.
That's right.
You don't need full health too.
Well, again, I'm not saying going in completely on my own, just scouting ahead a little ways.
You should all be at full health and full resolve because you've rested for a day.
okay, that's today.
Oh, did we rest for a day while we were there?
Oh, absolutely. You rested
Oh,
at the camp while you were making plans and getting everything ready.
Then I will
Um,
give myself a result.
So you're at full capacity to get up in here and do what needs to be done. Yeah, you guys should be able to see the side view of the bug over here.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to get an idea what you're going up into.
We don't want to know what
For
we're
now.
going into.
You don't really want to know what you're going up into.
I don't know, Erebus. It might be dangerous. I got a little too aggressive last time and nearly paid for it. Maybe we should just stick together.
Okay. As I said, I run fast. I'm pretty sure I can outrun them.
Yeah, but can you outrun those?
It's really hard to see. I
Well-
would like to make my point by activating my cloak, and that's a 31 with my cloak.
Okay. There's nothing observing you currently.
My teammates. I'm doing this for my teammates.
Oh, hey,
Actually,
where'd you go?
I'm doing this as I'm going. I'm really hard to see.
Oh yeah, you're entirely invisible now.
I mean, is this something you guys would be discussing before you get to the bug?
I would
Like
think so.
while you're doing in planning stages the day before.
Yeah, or as we're heading over, maybe, but not
because
right next to it. Yeah.
You know, the other thing is that most swarm creatures, most insectile creatures, including like Sheeran and stuff, have vibration sense.
Yeah.
So they might feel something unusual, and
I do remember.
I mean,
the annoying facts.
Let's do this. Let's get inside the big thing so that we can't get separated in case the opening should close. And let's see what it looks like.
Okay.
Maybe we play it by ear a little bit.
Okay.
But feel free to go first.
I also would have kept my sniper rifle back at the base that the one company had. It doesn't seem
Okay.
useful. The giant.
Yeah, a sniper rifle's not gonna have a lot of sniper use inside a monster.
Yeah.
Inside a creature, as it were. You note that let's see. You note that the creature's outer carapace is made of a particularly durable chitin,
Titan.
and chitin with. I say it like 3 different ways every time I read it. So it looks like it's similar to starship walls, the interior walls of starships. So it's pretty sturdy stuff. Poking your head inside the spherical, you note that the tissue inside the flesh is a little less sturdy, but still pretty resistant to attack.
Well, let's get inside this thing and see what it looks like.
Now, give me a marching order up the hole.
Who wants to go first? That's right, I forgot.
I'll go up first, sneaking.
All right. Maybe Erebus going in a few feet ahead of the rest of us, and then the others of us following.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Alder's going wherever Momo's going. So
I assume Alder is staying in the in the pet carrier, but he's not feeling well. So, you note that inside the creature, past the initial snug aperture of the Imagio's carapace, thick fibrous flaps part to reveal a narrow, fleshy tunnel with rigid walls. The air is thick and moist, sighing and shifting in near constant breeze as the massive creature draws breath. The spongy surface underfoot leads up an incline to a sheet of glistening membrane at the tunnel's end.
Oof.
I didn't put the doors in. Give me 1 second. What the hell? What kind of crap is this? It's horrible GM prep is what it is. I don't know what it was.
Too much time fishing.
I mean, I got all the walls done. I just didn't do the doors. All right. Move on in.
All right. Well, Erebus, if you're going first, jump on in.
I don't know if Erebus could have seen from. You might have seen something. It doesn't matter. All right. Inside, your suit registers a thick atmosphere with sulfur and other fumes. Very toxic atmosphere. There to where to utilize environmental protections would be bad.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
Can you give me control of Alder's pawn for today? I'll just keep him with me, so whenever Scrove comes in, he's in the right place.
I'll keep him with you because
Okay.
or we'll put him out on the side.
Sure.
Whenever if he shows up, if he does make it today,
Yeah.
I'll just throw him in wherever you are because he's with you.
That's fine. I just was trying to make sure there was one fewer thing that you had to keep track of.
I'm not going to keep moving him around. I'm just gonna we'll
10-4.
utilize him when we need him. But let's see, he has 40 stamina and 7 resolve. All right, he's at the full.
So I'm going to be a little bit ahead with my pistol and knife out, trying to be as stealthy as
Yeah.
I can.
Go ahead and move yourself to here, Erebus. Nothing attacks in the hallway, and everyone else can move themselves in so they can see up to where they would be. It would have been difficult getting in. Yep, large creatures. A large creature would have to squeeze, but huge creatures find this means of entry impossible.
Oh,
You're way too big. Get out of my hole.
No.
All right. So, at the end of the hallway, at the end of the tunnel, you see, it's a 10-foot tall passage that lead up into the creature. You see tubes lining the walls that seem to be absorbing incoming oxygen like sponges. You can tell this because they change colors. Let's see.
Are there a lot of tubes that are
At the
doing
end,
this?
you see a thin membrane which separates you from the next area. It's translucent tissue and it seems to function as a door. You think a life science check could be used to get it to open. You could tweak the right muscles and cause the membrane to open.
Oh, before you do that, how thin does this membrane look?
It looks hardness 3, hit points 10, break DC 20. Does that give you what you need to know?
Yeah. I can't just stick my knife in it and cut hole open.
Well, you could stick your knife through it and do damage, and a knife is what, a D4?
Yeah, not enough.
So, yeah, you could get a little bit of damage through it, but you're not going to cut a hole directly through it easily.
Yeah. It's not like a sheet where you just cut the slash in and move through. That's kind of what I wanted to do.
I made a life science check. I could probably tell Erebus how to do it with.
You kind of see.
Or I actually have to do it myself, like an engineering.
It's one of those things where you have to understand the procedure.
Like brain surgery, you don't just tell somebody else how to do it. Easy, just like this.
You can try. If it's successful or not, that's a different matter.
Okay, so I'll just do it from there.
All right. As you open the door, so to speak, boom, you're confronted with an issue. The entirety of this chamber pulses with a slow, regular rhythm. The source is clearly a massive, throbbing knot of fleshy sacs and tubes protruding from the floor in the center of the room. Pools of thick, oily liquid collect in the southern corner of the area, surging and sloshing in time with the beat. That would be this pool here. And you are presented with challenges. 2 swarm creatures are here, performing something with the sacs and tubes. And let's see, blah blah blah. They both stop their work and turn to look at you. Roll initiative.
10-4. Oops. Oh, there we are.
Oh, that sucks.
I just kind of give them a wave with the knife the hand that has a knife in it.
You kind of wave at them. Hi.
Don't mind us.
engineers and medics. You know they are among some of the most intelligent swarm components. And let's see, 29. You're pretty good. Let's see. You know that their weapons, they have they can use that electricity as an arc weapon, so a ranged attack. And the other side has a talon that does slashing and electrical damage. Let's see. They also have an ability. Unexpected movement.
Can you guys hear me? How's the quality? I'm sorry. Is it about the normal quality? Is it about the normal quality as it usually is? Okay.
Creatures. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. That's a -2 on each of them. That's actually a 9 on the first guy, which I guess is this one.
Yeah.
And then I roll it again. Sorry, I forgot. It's been 2 weeks since I used it. I will put the -2 in this one.
Yes. The heart is automatically hit.
There's certainly a blast.
Yeah. They're so much fun.
Okay, there's the second one. against this fellow.
Yeah.
Are you assuming his gender? Okay.
Fellow
Except
can be
fellow could
fellow. Fellow is not specifically a gender.
I think it would be. Refers to a fellow.
Fella.
It's
I
not
would
gender.
say fella is, but fellow I think it's different. Anyway,
That one's get hit.
that would be 15 sonic damage.
Sonic damage. It would be 8 sonic damage. You only roll the damage once, right?
Oh, I don't know.
The force damage.
I could check, but
At least the last weapon, yeah, you roll damage once.
fair enough. Then that is 8. And do you want me to do a separate attack roll for the heart thing?
No, the heart is automatically hit because it's not a creature. It's just an object. But it does seem that your blast does not damage it.
Okay. Then that is Momo's turn, and I will click done.
All right, this creature goes. It appears to sneer as it positions itself. What is its movement speed?
0.
No, its movement speed is much better than 0. All right,
Try.
it moves over here behind one of the gurgling, or not gurgling, but one of the pulsing pools of oily liquid, and then it fires its electric arc at Momo. All right, Momo, 9 electricity coming your way. 22 hit your EAC. Nice. And that makes it Erebus's turn.
Oh, it's fine.
No problem. It lets everyone else get positioned anyway, and then you can come in and start blasting, right? Start blasting.
Hammer time.
Well, yeah, he wants to avoid ranged combat, for sure. Or he wants to avoid melee combat, sure.
Bad luck.
Yes, you miss. Though he did not see your attack coming. Tari is up.
Look at that sound in the background.
I have some music turned on. I'm not really hearing it, but
I heard
Fire. Oh. Funny man.
14 slashing is a miss. Its armor deflects your attack.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure that could be 15.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure that could be 15.
15's not high enough anyway, but
I don't know what
why do you think it should be 15?
My weapon focus back again or whatever. Oh, sorry. I'm hitting my microphone, I think. I think my weapon focus back again.
Let's see. That is the solar weapon. You should have a 1 here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it's not.
It should stay.
Hopefully. I
Alright, well, hopefully it stays. 15's not good enough either.
Okay.
So that's okay. And if you'll pass the turn to Stelly.
Oh, right, okay. What?
Drop kick it. Yep, that'll harness attack. That'll hit. As that's it's not maxed. I mean, it's a D10 plus 4, so. Yes. Oh, it definitely worked. And then the creature goes, and it attempts to nimbly move away. Let's see, does that be, let's see, move through enemies threatened area. 15 plus 1.5 opponent CR. You guys are level 5?
5.
Level 5, so that is 22. So he succeeds. 24 was his target because it's plus 2 for additional opponents. So 24 was his actual DC. So he succeeds. No attacks of opportunity. And then it reaches out and grabs at Erebus.
That's not nice.
Attacking her with his claws.
I've done nothing to it.
No, you attacked the other one, and
It ran away.
it
was a
seems
coward.
it seems to be more concerned about the other one than itself. 6 damage.
Yep.
Adjutant behind the heart.
All right. There.
Sure.
Minus 2 AC. That hit.
It does not. It is deflected by the armor.
No.
15 is not enough.
Okay.
All right, Momo.
Right, seeing Adjutant being almost flanked by these guys, Momo's just going to step up here into a flanking position on this gentleman and will attempt to hit him with his diamagnetic storm hammer. So I get a plus
Hammer.
2.
Is it hammer time, Momo?
It is. It is indeed. Stop! Hammer time!
Well, that's pretty good.
That is max damage.
That is a very good bit of damage there.
It's half bludgeoning, half electric.
That doesn't seem. Creature doesn't seem to have any DR, so
Fair enough.
it as your weapon pummels it. This one here. What is this one here?
Stay off of my friends!
Let's see. How acrobatic is this one? Don't remember. Not very. it attacks Erebus with its electric talon. Bioelectric talon. It swings twice at you. The first one misses. I wonder why that rolled to me. I must have. Oh, I know why it did. Oh, it is sadly outmatched as it swings wildly at you, Erebus.
I stick my tongue out at it.
So you open your mouth to stick your tongue out at it.
I'm not breathing.
Unfortunately, even though you're not breathing, the atmosphere gets into your mouth when you open your mouth. You don't want environmental protections. This is what's going to happen. And there are worse things in the atmosphere inside this creature than just sulfur and other fumes.
Got BO.
No, it's got worse than BO. It's got defensive measures. So give me a fortitude save, Erebus.
That's not good.
Ouch! It is a disease, so you get a +2, but that's not high enough. And freaking physical track. I hate poison tracks. Or I guess it's not a poison track, it's affliction track. Yeah, these things make their way. This defensive measure makes its way into you, and you feel nothing actually at this point because it's in the. You have contracted the disease.
Got the bug herpes.
You got the bug herpes. I just need a little symbol on you to make sure I know you've got the disease. Put a 1 there. First track. And then you can finish it off, I guess. Which one are you attacking? Well, you don't manage to trick it this time. However, you do manage to damage it a little bit. You can click done. Sorry, you damaged something. Mobbing it. Well, that one had reduced armor, and you swung well. You hurt it.
It's hurt.
And if you could press that.
Oh, sorry. I'll remove that link, maybe.
I hit you with bone saw. Oh,
Oh, nice. Did you? I'm assuming you picked the one that you're actually near. So, we can draw a card. It's not going to have any lingering effects. So, do you want to draw the card or not?
yes.
That's kinetic damage. The target is encumbered for 2d4 rounds. It's dead. It's moving.
It's encumbered with death.
It's encumbered with death. Oh, that one's not here anymore. Yeah, for eternity. but that before you go, it does kind of surge in and out. Sure. Give me a life sciences check. Yeah, it's probably harmless. It's just blood and it's some kind of life fluid, thick, oily liquid from inside the creature. And it's probably nothing. Sure. You do also note two other doors.
Alright, well, I've got a clear shot on this guy, right? Phil?
Yeah, fairly clear shot.
Then I'm going to fire twice with my artillery laser.
Okay.
First shot, 21. Second shot is a 16, both against EAC.
Alright. So that's going to be a hit and a hit.
23 points of damage. All fire.
It looks badly injured. And I dunned you. Oh, yeah.
It's very badly burned.
Yes. And it fights to the death. Stabbing out at... You're both wearing armor. Takes a guarded step past Erebus and stabs at her. And misses. Alright, yeah. Alright, Erebus. attack. It is the dead.
Yay.
Gives you guys a little bit of time to look around the room, the room, as it were. The fleshy mass in the center of the room, as you have figured, is the Imago's heart. The organ extends through the floor into areas you can't easily reach. You may make life science checks regarding the heart to garner some more information. Yeah, Adjutant is able to realize that if this portion of the heart were to be severely damaged, it wouldn't kill the creature instantly, though it would definitely slow down its extractions. However, it is very hard. It has hardness 8. So, Momo, you just missed actually doing damage to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You also realize that the surging is the heart beating fluids, and if you had occupied the same square as those pools, you could have possibly been sucked through into a different chamber.
Do you tell?
Oh my.
Are you tell? Have you told it? Did you tell everyone this, by the way? Edgerton?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. As he's telling us this, I'm gonna drag one of the dead bodies and stick it in the hole. Because as I said, no one ever said I was mature.
It disappears. It gets sucked beyond.
So one of my biohacks lets me reduce a target's DR by 5, but it doesn't.
Well, hardness isn't DR, so
Yeah, I know it's different.
Then do we have a good idea of what would be an effective thing about this? Does that life science give an idea of like what would be? Does it have any damage vulnerabilities?
it does not.
Okay.
At a
You guys
maximum
just
work.
want me to start blasting it, or I could try to smash it with my hammer.
Hey Momo, can you put a timer on one of your grenades?
Yeah, I got a detonator.
You want to see what happens when we put a grenade down one of these holes?
We could try that. Sure. Momo's just gonna go with the suggestion. Step up here. Phil, would I need to use a detonator for that, or could I just, with an engineering check, adjust the fuse length on the grenade? What do you think?
I believe there's feats to do that, to cause them to explode 1 to 3 rounds later.
Well, I could throw it pretty far before it would blow up anyway.
You could time it with the pulsing. You know, it's
Yeah.
very rapid pulsing. It's really like every 6 seconds. So you could
There you
time it
go.
so that the grenade is sucked away, and then there's like there's like a big bubble of oily liquid that sprays up and splashes over everyone that's near the hole.
Then in that case, I'll say, why don't you guys back away from this hole? And I'm going to back away too. And I'm going to throw my grenade in the hole. Wait, I'm not going to be next to that hole either. And then I'll throw my grenade in the hole on the right timing.
As you threw the first grenade, you note that the floor seems to quiver with it as a reaction to the explosion.
Okay. You want me to throw another one?
I want you to roll initiative
Sure.
as this door opens and creatures begin to come through it.
Guys, my idea brought the friends to us.
This is fantastic. Oh no, they're gonna start coming up through the on us.
I'm missing
Alright.
one person's initiative.
Oh, sorry.
We're missing the enemy's initiative. Oh, there they are.
No, I have to get your guys' first so that it's all. It's just easier. It automatically sorts when I roll their initiative. So,
Okay.
Ooh, very nice.
well, you guys appear to be ready as the doors open, and they begin coming through.
All right. And I only see these two guys.
I'm gonna have this one positioned here as he was coming through the door as initiative began. So you see,
that's fine.
one coming behind him, Momo, I believe.
Yeah, I see two guys.
With your flashlight.
Yes.
With your flashlight.
Nope.
Oh.
No, Momo doesn't take the flood.
You don't want to smack him with that. You want to smack yourself with that.
Yeah. Momo leaves the flashlight alone during combat. I'm going to go ahead and use a full action to use my heavy fire ability to increase the damage from this thing. And I remembered I actually don't need to put the -2 on there because I've already calculated it in the attack. So here's the first one.
Well, that's gonna hit.
And here's for the second guy.
That's gonna hit too.
So you both take
16 each one.
So they should both take 16. Right?
They did.
Excellent.
I mean, they're both within range, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, it's a 30-foot cone. I already looked at it. I can easily get them both without anybody else. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think you've got the right angle on the door, so I'll let you have it.
All right.
All right, Stelly.
I'm gonna go hammer some bad guys. So what are these, like flesh pillars or something?
They're not pillars. They're more pools. They kind of surge in and out with the rhythmic beats of the heart.
Can you step on them?
It's difficult terrain, but yes, you can get on them.
That was the thing I pulled the body into and it sent me away.
Right here, I'm gonna punch it. You see Stelly loving his power, but he finally gets to do physical damage. And
Well,
that
this
doesn't
one's
change.
armor protects it. Yeah. And that takes it to Tari. That's good for some damage. And if you click done, then Erebus can go.
Oh, no, it's over there. You can,
No, you guys totally got the drop on them. I'm like, oh, I'll just throw these guys at them now. Since they're fooling around and causing damage. And then you guys are just like, you all get the drop on them.
Oh, geez.
Oh, man, that's like 20 damage, isn't
Joke's
it?
on them, so
Andy's flat-footed.
this is our house. Our house.
Damn.
I mean, it's your house, but it's our house.
And then you can pass the initiative to Adjutant. And... No, they have completely blocked it. right. Well, this one, being as weak, being as damaged as it is, swats at Stelly. Attacks Stelly with his rhinoceros horn.
You can't swap me. I'm the exterminator.
He's gonna gore you. Attempt to gore you. Oh yeah, he gores you for 11 points of damage.
Oh, he gets me good.
And I think let me just verify what Pummel does.
You can knock him prone or push him 5 feet.
Yep, I can knock you prone or move you 5 feet in any direction. So
Joke's on him.
actually
Going all in so many directions.
pushes you into that pool,
Oh man.
and it takes a guarded step away. And then this one steps up into the doorway and attacks Erebus. And misses. He just misses. And Stelly, as you are standing in that pool, as it begins to contract, it begins sucking you into the creature. It makes a special combat maneuver. So I'm gonna just roll a 20 out in the open. And what is your KAC, sir? Your KAC is 25. So it would need a 29. It does not get that. The pool sucks away the fluid, but you get stuck at the opening. Your battle armor is just too massive to fit down the hole. And you're not pulled away from the room. Bummer. Damn.
That's awesome.
All right, Momo.
Is this opening here, Phil, is it tall enough that I could throw a grenade over everyone's heads?
No.
It is not. It is filled by the gentleman.
Well, it's filled by the bug, and it's also, I mean, it's like just a fleshy membrane kind of. It's not so much a door as it is a kind of just a valve. You know what I mean?
I understand.
It's just easy through to get through, but
I mean, do you think I could even do it with like a penalty for cover? It's okay if it's not. I'm just asking to decide what to do.
I mean, it would be a lot of, because there's not a lot of opening. It would be a small hole.
I gotcha. And the results of it not hitting presumably would cause the grenade to blow up on my friends.
Yeah,
No, I'm not going to do that. Momo's just going to take a guarded step to right here. And actually, you know what? I'll do more than that. I will move all the way to over here. So I have a little bit more angle to shoot. I'm going to see if I can shoot at this guy. I know he's got cover behind the other guy. To shoot at the injured one.
Sure.
I know he's got cover, but any of them have cover because of my allies anyway, so I might as well give it.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of cover.
I figure I'll give it a try.
Roll the hit.
I will do my
You
best.
always get a 20.
I could. I do not hit, I assume.
You do not.
Oh well.
And if you could pass the initiative to Stelly.
My apologies.
There you go.
I'm gonna get out of this.
Yeah. You think that you might slip through the next time. Okay. Shoot at the guy. You just barely squeeze a laser beam around Erebus, or past Erebus, hitting him. Tari, you're up. That misses. That misses.
That's right.
Whack, whack, miss. And if you could click done, then Erebus can go. It's sort of a new one. It's got some battle damage already, though. It's definitely lower than CR11, so 18 slashing is going to get it just. You managed to find a chink in its armor and slash your knife through it.
That's a racial
doing
slur.
What is a chink? It's a racial slur if you're talking about someone. If you're talking about armor, it's a flaw. You're a racial slur, sir.
Name that racial flaw now.
Joel's conducting.
You know, another nickname for Michael is Mick, which is a racial slur. So actually, Phil, you're entirely correct. He is a racial slur.
And if Erebus can click done, we'll move on to Acyd. Clear, sure. Yeah. And it's standing in the doorway and fighting with Erebus, but 29's pretty good. Certainly. Ow. I don't know that it's going to be here in 8 rounds, so. But, okay, this guy was flat-footed last round. He's not flat-footed anymore. And it moves. You see it move off somewhere else. Let me see how fast they are. Fast enough.
They fast and very furious.
I wouldn't say furious, but it's definitely fast enough to move where it wants to. And this one attempts to gore Erebus. Holy Moses!
Can't touch me.
And it takes a guarded step away. The pools surge, but no one is within them. Momo.
No, I'm overthinking things. All right, then Momo is just going to step. I can go to here, and then step to here, so I don't touch the pool, and will shoot this gentleman with my artillery laser. Sure.
You do.
Fair enough. No. This individual.
This thing. This bug.
Yeah.
And I believe that's all. Unless you're going to use hyper.
No.
Alright, Stelly. Everyone's in the way for shooting.
Yeah, I know.
But you can move through our squares and go punch.
Yeah, it worked out for me last time.
You plenty of help.
Back and make it next. Back.
What's that?
Already attacking it.
Okay.
Come back up there. Or we want to go through the tiny hole and do what they were doing. You want to blow up them or like one with me?
Sure. Alright. So you ready an attack if an enemy comes into the doorway?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. Go ahead and click done. Alright, Erebus, you want to chase it down? Yeah, you do, because it can't hit you anyway. So what you notice as you enter this room, this area branches off into several cavernous tunnels, the walls and ceiling lined with countless pulpy nubs. A foul liquid trickles along the protrusions, collecting in the channel at the center of each of the tunnel's floors. Oh, snap! 14 points of damage.
It would be more than that.
Nice knife.
Right? Trigger
Yeah,
time.
because it'll be another 3d8, right? So you could bleed it, but it's not going to matter.
I like these
Hey, you get a critical card, dude.
Yeah, completion legion. It's already dead.
So the ichor just kind of pours out of the thing as it lays on the ground.
It's a critical while it's falling. Can I just put it into like this river of whatever this is?
It's only a few inches deep, so it kind of rolls into it, but it doesn't like disappear in a river of acid or anything. Yeah. And you can send the turn to Adjutant. Oh, Adjutant. As you step into the pool, as you step into the stream of liquid, well, it's only a couple of inches deep, but it's enough to cause you to take acid damage. So take points of acid damage as it leaks into your booties.
Can't really hear anything.
It's very quiet, and the other problem is you kind of talk, and then it's a little bit choppy. It's almost like push to talk. You're letting go too soon.
I don't have.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay. Oh, you hit him. Oh, who's next? He comes over and attacks you, Adjutant. And he hits you for minimum damage and knocks you into the pool.
Not even
which causes you to take another 2 points of acid damage.
Well,
Momo, the pool next to you surges.
Nice.
All right. Well, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's pretty uncool.
It surges as Adjutant stepped into the other thing.
No. It surges as the heart beats.
Oh, I see. All right, that's 5 feet. That's another 5 feet. So Momo's gonna step up just to here and hit this guy with his hammer.
Alrighty.
It's clobbering time. That is an 18.
18. Against its armor class is not. Oh, it's just enough. Congratulations, you have slain this one as you clobber it down. Splat.
Bugs go splat. Adjutant, get out of that acid. You silly goose.
You move out of the acid, but you take 5 more acid damage before it wears off, before it goes away. It seems to be very sticky acid.
That's probably a bad idea.
You could take a moment to rest if you guys wanted to. You could examine the heart some more. You could look around, whatever you want to do. You know that stepping in any of this dark red stuff is bad. Adjutant proved that.
Good job for letting us know, bud. Appreciate that. Medic finds out for us.
So your 10-minute rest goes by uneventfully. Nothing seems to hunt you down. Turns out the swarm creatures just don't have any gear on them because they're just bugs. What do you want to do?
It's trash, man. We should go fight. We should go give us stuff, man.
Momo, as you move over there, you notice a rhythmic surging coming from this cavity over here.
We're taking a break, right?
Yeah, you guys were taking a break, or it's over, whatever. Break's over. So this is where the surging was coming from, Stelly.
So would it have sucked me here?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
You think so? You have a feeling it would.
Let's drop a grenade and find out.
Even.
Yeah, I'll sit right here. You go back to the hole and drop a grenade, Momo.
I want to see where this goes.
Peek my head around the corner. Do I see? Does not really see anything over there, does it?
As you guys are over here, you also notice that there's a kind of a bridging chamber that you can walk underneath, but you would have to cross the acid.
That's why we jump.
Yeah.
Yes, you could jump. It would not be difficult to get a running start and jump over the. The room is about 20 feet high, or actually, I think this room is about 30 feet high. They said. It doesn't say. So it's 20 feet high. So there's plenty enough room to run and jump. It's an athletics check of 5 to get across that little narrow spot right there.
Can we take 10?
Right there. Can you take 10? No, because you might fall in the acid, and then I could burn you.
Did my athletics check make it? Or no? That's like
Yeah. Athletics makes it. Athletics for jumping. And you note another door down on this end, Momo. Tari, are you going to jump in the acid?
No.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to jump over it. So. It's at.
I mean, as long as you have more than a +4, you're going to succeed.
What if I don't?
You might fail then. It was close. You succeed. So someone has to touch the door to make it open.
I ain't touching it.
I go touch the door.
All right, give me your life sciences check. As you adjutant provides a little direction, and you manage to get the door open. I'm gonna call that an aid because I think adjutant would get an auto aid anyway.
Woo.
Is everyone where they are in relation to Erebus?
I'm just letting my dogs in right now. Be back in a sec.
Okay. Alrighty. The door cycles open, Erebus. As you guys were taking your 10-minute rest, you noticed that the valve door things, after a minute, they close. So you open them, and then after about a minute, they just close. So they do automatically close behind you after some time.
Oh, I see.
All right, Erebus, as you enter the room, everybody freeze.
Uh-oh.
Hard, chitin-reinforced walls of this chamber narrow to the west, eventually tapering to a series of impassably small ducts. Still more narrow apertures open in orderly rows across the walls and ceiling, with the largest being a series of membrane-covered panels in the fleshy eastern wall that you can't quite see. It's down this way. The atmosphere in this area is thick with swirling fumes and is far hotter than the rest of the creature's interior. Roll initiative.
Or in its anus.
You're in its nose.
Oh. Well, it's more fun to say think of it as word in its butt.
Oops. I clicked that twice.
Oh, adjutant. The second roll was better, but you're going to have to take the first.
Yeah.
All right. Erebus, what you see are these green oozy things.
There's a fountain. I think they're.
It seems to be.
It's boogers.
Yeah, it's boogers. It's nose boogers, but it seems to be thriving in this environment. All right, Momo. Erebus just went through the valve door. You might have a little bit of sight on that. Oh, you don't have any sight. You'll have to move in. And you can see the 3 oozes. They begin moving towards the disturbance they sense. I don't want the cone. You realize you have to be at the corner of that thing, right? All right, Momo, how are we placing your screamer? I don't hear anything he's saying either if he's talking.
Can you not hear me? You can hear me now? Yes?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, more or less like that. I couldn't find an angle that would hit all 3.
I don't think you're not close enough to hit all 3.
Yeah, but that's all my movement. So.
Okay. So
so I'm just going for those 2.
Yep. All right.
I assume I'm missing those flat letters.
Let's see. That is. They are. Things start out flat-footed in Starfinder? I don't think so.
You are surprised you are flat-footed until you become aware of combat and have had a chance to act.
Yeah, everything is aware of combat.
Well, yeah, don't be surprised if that's
Right. I don't know that they can be surprised.
I think I'm more surprised than they are because we have swarm boogers in here.
Yep, swarm. Well, they're not bugs.
Boogers.
To end up missing
Swarm boogers.
Momo. So actually, no, it's energy. So, oh, you're breaking up again. The first one hits.
You're really quiet.
Yeah, you're really quiet. I don't know if you're like something's wrong with your microphone or.
Yeah, you're like
my settings while it's not my turn,
Much
but
better. That's much better. Whatever you just did.
that's really weird. Okay.
You didn't do anything, did you?
No, I didn't.
It's your
I
microphone.
think everybody's having microphone issues today.
Yeah.
I always go with Nino on it. That's different.
But yeah, that's energy because that's sonic damage.
It's Sonic.
Yeah. Do I? So, but neither of them hit anyway, right?
The first one got hit by the blast. The second one did not.
Fair enough. I'll take it. Better than nothing.
They're boogers. What are you going to do about the boogers, Erebus?
No, Momo. On my thing, you're on top of Momo. I'm confused.
He's in the square above me. She's in the square above me.
I'm gonna refresh them.
And yes, you're gonna shoot that thing.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right, you shoot that thing for 18 points of damage. And you splatter bits of ooze on the inside of the creature. And then it's Stelly's turn. They move into the room, Stelly, and you can hear them muffled.
What the hell are
muffled
these
sounds
things?
of combat.
What kind of roll do I need?
These are they appear to be snot-like creatures. So you would need to make a life science check to identify them or recall knowledge
I ain't
about
got
them.
that, so I'm just gonna shoot the
Yeah.
ones. Hey, critical card, please.
Oh, you shoot the heck out of it. Sadly, it's an ooze. And it doesn't seem to be affected by your critical hit.
Why? I get a critical card though still.
No. It's not affected by critical hits.
Well, can I get a card anyway?
Yeah, I'll show you a card.
I mean, you do it, I'm
Hello?
guessing, but
All right. So what would it get? It would have been blinded, but it doesn't matter because it's
news.
Actually, what really happens is, instead of
it's still burning, right?
it's not burning, and actually instead of taking damage from your attack, the thing seems to charge up as your fire attack hits it,
Okay,
and
guys.
it's to
Fire is probably bad.
Oh,
and it takes no damage.
no.
So I'm gonna have to
It's
punch
when it oozes up to you, Stelly, and a pseudopod comes flaring out from its side, swatting at you, and missing. Tari,
We'll go up.
Boogers appear to be not affected by fire.
I'll go up here, so I can do. That's the booger that was right here. Right there.
what's that?
Attack
You're
that thing.
attacking the. Okay, you attack that one with a 19 slashing attack.
Yeah, she didn't quite reach the other one.
Yep, you hit it, and you slash through its snotty body, severing that pseudopod that attacked Stelly.
Not good. Good.
It splatters on the ground at your feet. Go ahead and click done.
Let me do a life
Let
science
Adjutant
thing in a
catch up.
second. Adjutant, do life science.
I'm figuring out what these things are.
Gross, what it is.
He knows everything.
All right, Adjutant. These appear to be some kind of ooze. And based on what Stelly's telling you, you think you've heard of something called a thermophilic ooze. And it feeds on heat and fire. Obviously it's an ooze, so it's mindless. And they have an ability that you've heard about called environmental reactivity. They aren't harmed by acid or fire, i.e. immune to acid and fire. And when they take damage from fire, when they would have taken damage from fire, when they absorb fire energy, it causes them to get faster. And when they absorb acid energy, it causes them to be more dangerous and do more damage with their strikes. You also, with that roll, I'm just going to give you everything. You also know that they have a weakness to cold. They are fairly easy to damage, moderate EAC and KAC, and they're fairly rugged. They have about half the hit points you guys have in total, hit points and stamina. So,
What's the name of it?
it is a thermophilic ooze. They love the heat. You want to shoot one, Adjutant? And by the way,
Oh, sorry.
Jordan, you're muted. Yeah.
Talking away to myself here. Can I hit Momo from there? Or, sorry,
Can-
shoot over Momo to hit this thing?
You can shoot over him. He's going to provide some cover, though.
-2 AC.
All right. What kind of effect is that?
What kind of effect?
Is it a...
It's like the chemical I something to them.
Yeah, does it specify if it's a polymorph poison paralysis effect at all?
I will take a look.
It's an ooze affecting poison that affects
Yeah.
oozes. Can only ooze.
Don't say that, Mike. He'll use it against us.
In living targets who biohack alter normal biological processes, in non-living they emulate biochemistry via complex chemical compounds.
Yeah. All right. So it doesn't specify, so it affects anything. So sure, -2 armor class. That one's almost dead anyway.
I guess it's just their way of getting over anything or
Yeah.
things that would be immune or resistant to poison or whatever.
Yep.
That would nerf them hard in late game.
This one moves up, and Tari, you see it form a pseudopod as it comes, and it swings at you. Tari, you're okay. You managed to avoid its attack. Oh, no, you don't.
Really? Can you get the AC or something?
EAC, it's acid damage.
Ooh.
Does 9 points as it slaps you, and its ooze eats through your armor.
Ooh.
This one here that's all fast and stuff
I knew I should have gotten better armor.
just moves in and slaps it Slaps Atari.
And I was afford better armor.
Ooh! You're going to take 10 points of acid
That
damage
one
from
was
that
fire.
one.
Ouch.
A lot of acid.
A lot of acid, yeah. All right, Momo. Oh, man.
If I were to throw a grenade with
Yes.
a 10-foot radius right here, would that still hit Tari? Let me see. Oh, here we go.
Not if you put it there.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to throw it there then,
Provided you don't miss.
provided I don't miss. I'm going to throw one improvised, I made this myself, necro grenade, because it does cold damage.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Necro grenade, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna do that. That is a 22.
Oh,
I do
You
not
definitely
miss.
hit.
That is a DC 16 reflex save to avoid taking 7 points of cold plus vulnerability to all three of them. Oh, poop.
All right. So,
Who's be that good at it? Those are natural
Here.
18s.
yeah,
They
I
are.
mean, it's all natural because they don't have any reflex.
I know. I was sure I
Uh,
did all three. Well,
Well, you hit one of them. The other two save. So let's see. It was 7. So they save for half, which is 3. But then they take 4. So the ones that save take 4 cold damage.
or would it be calculated based on the total damage, which would be what, 10?
You apply save first,
Oh,
and then you double,
understood.
or you add 50%.
Yeah. That's,
So this one that failed takes 10.
Don't blow your nose on my phone.
Sorry.
And then you can pass the turn to Erebus.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, I still don't like these things. It's too gross. I'm gonna shoot the one I shot before.
They're really gross. It seems to be easier to hit now.
Is someone play flat-footed, or is it just a base minus to their AC?
It's just a base minus.
Okay, make it even easier.
Well, you succeed at tricking it, but you do not succeed at hitting it. So it is not flat-footed.
Bogus.
Let's see, it would be minus... Oh, wait. Yep. It would be minus... You get the effect of flat-footed because you tricked it. But it's not enough to hit it with a physical attack, kinetic attack. So it does not carry on. All right, Stelly.
I'm gonna punch this one twice.
Okay. Power armor attacks are not unwieldy.
I have no idea.
I don't
Okay.
know either. Does it have it listed as like a fist?
It says, I don't know.
No, it's not unwieldy.
Okay.
I have a 11th level soldier that uses power armor.
That's a miss.
10 is a miss,
And
yes.
that's a hit, but can't be critted.
It's a hit, but it's not a critical, so it only takes 5.
But it takes 5.
It takes 5. You splatter some of its snot splatters around, and you've got some of this acidic snot on your power armor. It slaps back. First attack at Stelly, second attack at Tari. So, let's see. Stelly, you're okay. But Tari, you're going to take another 10 points of acid damage. They don't like you. keep getting max damage on you too. Your turn.
Is it to me again? Or...
Yep, we're
Hey.
back to you.
Phil, can
Damn
Momo
it.
take a free action to just say something quickly to Tari?
Oh yeah.
Momo's just gonna say, Tari, take a step back!
What's the damage to me, I mean?
You take 10 more damage, and it's your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Momo will just say, take a step back, Tari!
Get out of the way! I'm gonna go L6 on him.
gonna go below.
Here, and then attack the one up there.
Okay.
The only one can take it. I can only attack with them back.
All right. You
The only way to get that back.
to that ooze, and it's gone.
Done button. I remember.
I know, I always feel really good about myself when I remember to click done before Phil yells at me.
Sometimes I don't click it intentionally.
We use it in my. We use it in the other games, and I'm horrible about remembering to do it myself.
I don't think that would have hit.
Adjutant 12 is not gonna hit.
Okay.
I beat you to it. This one is going to follow Tari and slap at her with his pseudopod. Ooh! Ouch!
Oh no!
So you
Oh,
take
no.
17 points. And you
I
have
took the 6 there earlier, didn't I? Too? 17 to hit me. Or yeah, okay.
and you have the corrode effect.
It's active over time, right?
Yeah, that goes at the beginning of your turn.
It's active over time, basically. Yeah. Like burn, if I remember right.
It's just like burn, except it's acid damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Momo.
Momo now has a clear area to use. I can get out the frame, the template if you want, but I can
Need
easily
to.
get
I can,
these guys.
I can see the cone.
Yeah, exactly. So I am going to use my full action heavy fire screamer thunderstrike ability.
Yep.
So that is already calculated into it. First one will miss. I was assuming that the top guy is the first one.
Yep.
But hopefully I can get the next one.
Nope.
And that's actually worse.
It is worse. The damage
Momo
is
says-
phenomenal. I mean,
I know. It would have been really great if I'd hit. That first one is minimum damage and it's still 10.
yeah.
Oh well. Momo says, "Oops, I missed."
Oops, I aimed too high.
But I bet you if Tari was there, you still would have hit Tari.
I'm sure I would have hit Tari.
Oh, wait.
All right, Erebus.
Got enough to acrobatics pass.
15 plus 1.5 is,
Probably not.
let's see, 15 plus 1.5, right? Yeah, 1.5 is that much. That's what you needed.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
Moving acrobatically, you can only move half speed, though.
Yep.
Okay.
Popular.
40-foot movement speed for the win.
There you go.
Let's shoot the injured one.
Pop, pop.
Am I able to still trick attack? What is that?
No.
Not as part of the movement?
No, because trick attack is it's an attack that includes movement.
Oh, that's right.
You do, however, hit it and splatter bits of it on the wall behind it. almost, Ellie. It's almost done.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and punch him just once.
You punch out with your armor and you splatter the rest of it.
And then I will guarded step.
Sure. No need to take a guarded step. But.
Well.
And Tari, you're going to take 3 points of acid damage from your corrode.
That's why the bug lady had holes in her armor.
Yeah. That and the swarm uses acid too.
I will go for a 4 attack.
All right. Well, that's a good shot. Splash. Oh yeah. All right. So you are clearly upset at these things, and you slash this one twice, quickly chopping it into 3 pieces, and dropping them on the floor. Give me a reflex save to get rid of this acid that's corroding you. Your DC is 13.
Exactly Inferno.
Yeah, it's exactly like burn. You save. You get rid of the corrode.
I'm going to Mystic Cure myself.
Sounds like a plan.
Combat.
Tari, you need to take a breather.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
They walloped up on you.
I'm down to hit points, and that's why I'm curing myself.
Yeah.
All right. If we're taking 10 minutes, Momo is going to construct a second necro grenade.
All right. Let me check something real quick. Oh, I completely forgot to do that every round.
What?
Oh, as you guys finish the combat, it only took you 3 rounds anyway. The Amajo seems to be taking a deep breath, and a blast of acid and fire fills the room. Everyone, give me a fort save.
Oh my god. I'm guessing we know more rescue then, okay.
If you got better than a 14, you take 5 points of damage. If not, you take 11 points of acid and fire damage. Yeah.
I agree, then we can rest.
Hang out. You might want to retreat for now. There is a door here that you could open and get through right away, but you wouldn't be able to take your 10-minute rest.
Do it.
All right, give me the life sciences check.
I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself a little more then.
All right, do it in your initiative order.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Because
I was trying to do it before when they're moving up, but.
All right, well they all moved, so I'll give you it. It's 1 move action. Let me do a quick D3 here and see. All right. As the door opens, I'm going to do it on its initiative order. So, but you open the door and you look inside. The confines of this claustrophobic chamber are cooler, quieter, and less moist than the rest of the creature's interior. At the rear of the space, a bulbous gray mass extends upward from the floor, extending thread-like feelers into the walls behind it.
I think we found the brain.
Yeah.
However, it is being protected by 2 of the swarm effigies. And
the punchy guys?
No, these are the electric guys. Yeah.
They're not the Goring guys.
No, these are the gene the gene manipulator guys, the biotechnicians.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Yep. I thought we already did.
Did you guys already do that? Good. Wonderful. Then I will...
The tracker, but...
Alright. Everyone is now rolled, so I will start combat. And before we get started, I need to add... the... this guy. And I need to roll its initiative. It got a 10. Oh, good. You guys are... Oh, wow. Those things roll horrible for initiative. All right, Erebus, you're up. Their armor class is just a bit better than that. Yeah, it was. And if you could press done.
Which one?
Sorry. You can either, they do the same thing, so.
I figured.
There's also one in your token actions buttons too.
Well. Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
What big these are guys got me to grit.
Oof! So Tari hits it with a precise strike and does 31 points of damage. Let's see here. Shoot the chandelier. Bonus effect. Create a square of cover adjacent to you or the target as if using barricade.
What's the bottom symbol?
Shot like it's like a little tonsil thing in the back of its throat. It just falls down, creates cover.
You're talking about the bottom line?
Yeah, the extreme bludgeoning. Is that bludgeoning damage or?
Bludgeoning. So if you had been doing bludgeoning damage,
oh no,
you would triple the damage, but instead
is.
you were doing slashing. So yeah, you chop a piece out of the roof of the, well, maybe out of the side. You can create cover somewhere.
Is it this cover? Is it difficult to bring anything? I don't know actually.
It's as per barricade. I mean, you could put up cover here and it would protect people in the other room.
Sure.
But I think everyone's leaving the other room.
Yes.
That's
up to you.
So, I think I'll not do it then. Boy.
We are definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just put it right there and everyone's gonna move anyway. So.
Alright, I need to...
Oh, so he is bleeding, too. If you can bleed.
I will do that in just a moment.
Okay.
Alright, so as Erebus moves up to this one, Erebus, give me a will save. Erebus, your mind is rocked as you approach that creature, and it's probably why you missed. You take, I rolled it to myself, but you take 24 points of damage from a mental blast as the brain protects itself.
What's going out of the brain? I didn't even touch the brain.
Yeah, but you got within 10 feet of the brain.
Oh, pretty bad.
Stay away from the damn brain.
And Tari, you did your turn. So, Stelly, you're up.
I'm staying with the brain.
But you don't know about the brain.
15. I'm stuck here.
Unless you can move further.
I can, but I don't want to get attacked by the
Right.
I'm just going to punch him.
$19's enough to punch him. Adjutant. Adjutant can go through this square and avoid an attack of opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in through there. Target that one.
Okay.
Not doing a lot of damage, but at least we're giving them that penalty.
Yeah, that armor class decrement is significant.
That's my turn.
And then Momo can just squeak into the room before the breath comes.
Right, that is 10 feet. And I'm going to step up to here, which is 5 more feet, and I'm going to throw a... Let me see what the blast radius is on a frag grenade. Mark II, it is a 15-foot radius. Let me grab that. 15-foot radius. Oh, we each did it. I'll remove one. Oh,
Yeah, mine.
You're way ahead of me. All right, I can hit the brain in both these guys by targeting right there, which is within my range. So I will go ahead and throw a Mark II frag grenade. Ooh. Well, doesn't really matter because there's no critical.
Yeah, there's no criticals, and
Yeah.
you don't do any extra. But
I know.
you did succeed at hitting the square, so they have to make reflex saves. DC 16.
Yes.
That one failed.
Nice.
That one passed. And then Brain actually gets to make a reflex save of its own.
Oh, it can't be that good.
It
For
saves.
goodness sake.
The Brain kind of flinches away and takes only half damage from it. So the
take 3.
first one, which is the I'm doing the weak one as the first one. It took 3 points.
No, that would be 6 for the failure.
Oh yeah, that's right. That one failed. And then this one passed, so it takes 3. And then the Brain, I should have some kind of tracker on the Brain, but so the Brain, I'm just gonna keep it. Where's my notepad? I'll do it old school. It's got 3 points of damage. Alrighty. The breath happens. Oh, it skipped my timer thing. Anyway, Stelly, give me a reflex save as the door is still open. And the heat washes in over you.
Fortitude save?
Should be a reflex save, I believe. Or was it fortitude from before? It is fortitude, you're right. It's fortitude for half, yeah. And you succeed and take none. Because you're basically beyond the door and you got part of the wall there, and I was just, if you failed it, I was going to give you half. Let's see. So it definitely gets a little bit warm. And then these creatures go, which one's up? This one's up. And it's going to, doesn't like you guys, all up in its face. It takes a guarded step and then strikes at Tari. For 11. Yes! And then this one.
Did you take his bleed damage?
What's that?
Bleed damage?
Oh, you're right. He had bleed, didn't he? How much bleed is it?
1d4.
Roll it.
Okay. 3.
And you have to do something to get rid of that. It doesn't just go away like burn,
I
right?
believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Pathfinder 2, it's not the same, but
Yeah, Pathfinder 2 flat attack return, but
yeah, it's just like everything else. This one stabs at Erebus with its bioelectric talon, doing 11,
Listen, now you hurt.
and then it takes a guarded step away.
There you look.
All right. Well, the brain goes. The brain releases another pulse. Erebus, give me the will save.
God.
I think we can go again before I gotta go.
It actually went before you and it was delayed. Or it wasn't delayed, it was readied. You did save, so you only take half of this.
Only.
So 7. Alright, Erebus.
No. I'm gonna shoot the guy that ran away. He's mean.
Trying to draw you in, yeah.
He also hit me.
Yeah, he did. You hit him too. Alright, let's see. So that's roll another 3d8. You're at 15, 19, 20, 32?
Yeah.
That hurt it a lot.
Take that.
And if you could pass the turn. Alright, Tari.
You will. Oh, attack one. He hurt me a lot. Like one of them hit by it.
Yeah, the first one hits. And it's enough to bring it down. And you miss its second head as it falls to the ground. Alright, Stelly. Was able to perceive that the mental anguish was coming from the brain and is able to warn you all not to get too close.
Yeah, I would. It hurt.
I'm just gonna shoot the guy.
Okay?
I miss.
You miss. Oh, excuse me. Adjutant. You can realize that you could shut down the brain's ability for a short amount of time with a life science check.
I think I'll attempt to do that. Do I have to be right next to it?
You will have to be in melee reach of it, yeah. Because you have to interfere with its neural receptors.
Life science.
Give me a
What's that?
D4.
Two.
The brain flinches at your touch, but it seems to be distracted. Go ahead, Momo.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't think I can get in a good position to hit this thing without hitting at least adjutant. So I'm just gonna take 2 shots with my artillery laser full attack. For first shot at the other bug.
Yep. You hit.
All right. Is he still up?
He is still alive.
Then we'll take a second shot at him.
You miss. Okay, everyone's away from the door, so I'm just going to delete the breath intake thingy. Let's see, this one is dead. This one... Do they have any way to heal themselves? They really don't, but Adjutant is mucking about with the brain, so it steps up and stabs at her. For 9 points of electricity and slashing damage. The brain writhes from Adjutant's touch. Erebus.
Yeah, I'm not getting close to that thing again.
It was bad.
It was very bad.
And I assume that's on the effigy?
Yeah.
Alright, you do not trick attack it, but its armor class is lowered, so you do hit it. Just not enough to kill it.
Damn.
Alright, Tari.
I'm going to go for a second level music cure on Erebus. 20.
It's a fun idea, Adjutant.
It's a very fun idea.
It is a fun idea, but you don't think that will be possible.
Let's say the scope of this campaign. Maybe in a home game.
Basically, the brain will keep trying to mind blast you as long as it has any life left in it. So, Tari, that was on Erebus?
Yeah, I missed here on Erebus.
Alright, Erebus, you've been healed for 20 hit points.
If it goes over your max, which I don't think it does, then you have to...
It does 1.
Then 1 stamina back.
There you go. It rolls into your stamina. Stewie.
I am going to shoot at this guy twice.
Okay. He looks really weak.
Okay, just once.
That's enough to kill him. Now you just need to deal with the brain, Adjutant.
So I just gotta keep punching it, or
They don't kind of.
You get the feeling that it's probably been neutralized for a few more seconds. You might be able to utilize this round to just do damage to it. You figure that this is the best way to, if you destroy the brain, you will destroy the creature. But you know it's gonna fight back.
we just gotta smash it.
Yeah. And not get mind blasted in the process.
Okay, well, I'll do that then.
That manages to cause some damage to it. Wow. You got the full max damage this time.
Yeah. Actually, is there a particular energy type that we have that can make it vulnerable to?
Fire.
Mess it up.
A lot of people have laser weapons, so fire weapons.
Yeah, I'll do fire. If it happens to be particularly resistant or immune to it, I can use that as well.
It is not. It is basically just a swarm brain. Alright, Momo.
This next verse, same as the previous one. I will do a full attack with my azimuth artillery laser. First shot presumably misses.
First shot does not harm the brain.
Alright, second shot. Come on, natty 20. Is that one hit?
17 harms the brain for 9.
Right. Yes. And I guess it's vulnerable now if it's fire.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it takes another 4. So, okay. That one is removed.
Oop.
The
Oh, you
brain. What's up?
Oh, yeah, I was
Gotcha.
about to click done.
I got you. The brain writhes in pain and seems to get its wits about it. Erebus.
If I only chop the brain.
Feel free.
I think I chop the brain.
I
don't know if it's actually worked on it or not, but.
Alright, well, I'm going to give you the trick attack because the brain is susceptible to effects such as Daze Monster and other mind-affecting effects, and that's kind of what trick attack is.
It's a mind.
It is a mind, so you do 25 points of damage to it. That's amazing. You shoot it in just the right spot.
Might have brained it.
Tari, you're up.
Revenge for the last two turns.
Giving it my headache.
Well, you know what? Well, laser pistol and do that, I guess. With the vulnerable. But no, I might have made one more damage. I still switch like that. Pretty sure.
Yes, everybody congregate around the brain.
Yeah. No deal.
Alright, so that's gonna... your strike does not harm the brain.
Wait, what? Oh.
It seems to have a protective armor casing.
So it's got more KAC than the AC or something.
Yeah, which is typical.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, Stelly, what do you want to do?
Maybe a bit more though, but yeah. That's right.
I would like to move and shoot
Sweet, do so.
You're leveling up today?
it. So however much extra damage.
Yes,
See.
probably.
Don't count
Leveling
your
up
chick.
today. So you got 15, yep. And Adjutant. You see that the brain is pulsing like it's getting ready to administer another mind blast.
Yeah, I'll give it another punch then. Or whatever I did before.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
possibly.
not so sure myself, but
There we go.
Give me a D4.
never got my best.
Well, I'm guessing I'm stunning it or whatever for D4 rounds.
Yep.
Something like that.
Not so much stunning it as you are interfering with its neural reuptake. I don't know what that means, but it disables its mind blast for D4 rounds. That's the only attack it has, so
They're basically the same thing, but not quite.
yeah. Alright, Momo, can you finish it?
Sure. I'm gonna take a try. I'm gonna run up and try to hit it with my hammer.
Smash the brain!
brains.
Insane in the
Oh,
membrane.
bad damage.
Well, yeah, it's bad damage, but it's damage. You do actually damage it. The brain does nothing. Erebus.
Let me attack without penalty. In there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shot the brain.
Yeah, you shoot the brain again, and it writhes and squirms and bulges momentarily before it just kind of splits and deflates and oozes. Everyone, give me a perception check.
10-4.
Damn, all the good ways.
All right, Erebus, Adjutant, and Tari, you all notice that as the brain deflates, there is a shuddering and a cracking sound all around you, and you realize that the Imago itself is collapsing, and that you have only a limited amount of time to escape the creature before it crumbles around you.
Oh.
So what I want is all of you to roll initiative again. All right. Erebus, you realize you are one of the ones that realizes. So you can yell it out to everyone, whatever, if you want to yell something out, but you realize you guys need to get out of here.
Time to go. Starfighter does every other diagonal is.
Yep, it's calculated on the map. It should be. I think I made it properly.
It is not.
Gosh darn it! Horrible
No, it is.
GM.
It is.
It is now because I just fixed it.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
Because I know how to
Not bad.
fix it.
That fast then.
40.
You notice that this door has closed.
Oh.
Oh.
I remember how to open it.
It was a life science check to open it, but go ahead and give me the life science check.
Can we go out its nose?
You did.
No, its nose is buried deep in the molten core of the planet.
Wait, what?
I wrote the rest.
Proboscis or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Shoved into the planet.
So, Erebus, you watched Adjutant and you got direction the previous time and you figured out how to do it, but it's not working now. You're gonna have to cut your way through it in order to get through the doors now. Based on the brain dying, the doors will not open anymore.
Fashion way.
So you'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. But you're out of actions.
Yeah.
Pass the turn to Tari.
Let's go down here.
Well, you do see a door there.
Yeah. Let's try down here, or should I go back up there?
Go up and go out through the game, can't we?
That's fair.
Well, that door closed, so either
Yeah.
way,
Either one goes, yeah.
you're going to have to deal with a door.
Yeah, like way up here, and then go up to here, double move.
You know, you couldn't have seen that passageway unless you moved there.
I think it was 1, 2, 4. I'm still moving my movement. Barely.
Okay.
Exactly my movement, actually.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead and click done and let Stelly decide where he's going to go.
Stuck here? They're in the way?
Well, they're not in your way, but the door is closed.
I can't punch them. They're in the way.
Right, and no one else has been able to attack it because of the distance to get to the
Can I
door.
shoot it?
So, yeah, you can shoot at the
Actually,
door.
I double turned.
Yeah, you double moved. You were not on the corner. Go ahead, Momo.
All right. That is 1.
Hyper.
What?
Oh, I know. I'm thinking of hyper. That is 15.
He can use hyper to give himself an extra move and then shoot the door.
Yep. So that is with that's using hyper. That is 2 move actions, and now I'm going to
Yeah.
take an attack on the door with my artillery laser.
Sure.
27 to hit.
All right. The door absorbs 3 points of the damage and takes 9. It's nearly shredded. It would be very easy to cut the rest of the way through that door.
All right, then I am done.
Adjutant.
I will poke myself with a biohack.
Oh, wait a minute. Artillery lasers penetrating. That door is ripped to shreds. It ignores the hardness. Up to its
Sweet.
level. What's the level of the artillery laser?
1.
Is the azimuth is it level 1?
Yeah. It's just a basic. It's just a level 1 artillery laser.
Well, you know what? That's enough.
Woo.
I'll take
Doors
it.
only have 10 hit points, so
Oh.
and they have 3 hardness, so that's just enough. You ignore enough of the hardness to open the door.
Nice.
Hardly noticed it.
This is a double move adjutant. All right.
Yeah,
Erebus.
biohack myself to give myself some more speed, and go from there. Do I get over?
Yeah, it's only a DC 5 to get to this square. And you had the requisite movement. You also notice, Erebus, that the surging that was going on is no longer occurring.
And shortcut our way out of here.
Exactly. Yeah, you also notice that that door is closed as well.
So I can get there.
Alrighty. Go ahead and click done. Alright, Tari.
Oh no!
Yes! Yes!
No!
You take 4 points of acid damage, but you keep moving.
Oh, okay. That was less than I expected. What it was.
It's just a D6 now and a D6 on your next turn.
Wrong way, wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never listened. Where?
That's fine.
In character, I thought you never done it out of character. That was bad enough.
Alright, click done.
Okay.
Stelly.
I'm gonna walk in the footsteps of giants here. Third. There we go. Go up. Got it.
Well, this is kind of a bridge. There's
No,
you're
I
just
don't
going
remember
under the
which way we
vessel.
went.
You came from above, yes.
So up here?
Yeah. But you're this... I mean, cross the river and you'll see where your teammates are.
So 20. You want an athletics check?
Yep.
Okay, I take...
I'm pretty sure your athletics...
I take
Your
one,
strength
natural
bonus alone
one.
is... Yeah. So you easily clear the acid.
Alright, so that's the last one.
All right, Momo.
All right. That is one move action, and because I only have 25 feet, so I'm actually underneath the bridge.
Yep.
So that is my turn. I should say I have plus 12 athletics, so I assume I don't even have to roll.
Yeah, you can just jump it.
Yeah. But that is my turn, Adjutant.
Didn't do what it was supposed to.
Or did the blue thing?
Anyway.
Check. Actually, I think I'm going to stop here and give Momo the same one I got. So plus 10 to your speed.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Adjutant. I need that.
Give you a little boost to get out of here.
All right.
That's 5 rounds, by the way.
Sweet.
All right, Erebus. You can't trick attack the door, so...
No. I'm just trying to think what would do the most damage. Would the,
Tari would do the most damage.
well, delaying's an option, yeah.
You could delay.
I'm also on the way to the door.
Can we go up, though?
Not really.
Can Tari still reach the door from where I'm at?
Can we start from the up?
Yeah, but we looped around.
I could go like right here, couldn't I?
Tari can reach the door from the next square down. And...
Oh, that works too. Okay.
I will delay then.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
go down, attack, up here.
Yep, Tari slashes through the membrane, cutting a hole in the door.
Didn't give me a chance.
No, I was already there.
I'm assuming this door is also...
It is also closed. You can attack it and try and do some damage to it, though.
That's a good point. Let's try it now. Shoot. Nope.
Sadly, you don't do enough damage to get through its hardness.
Ping.
You just kind of scratch the surface. Go ahead, Stelly.
We're going down now?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a door right here that's open now.
30.
And you see Erebus at another door trying to get into the breathing hole that you guys came through. The respiratory tube.
And I'm done.
As you got there, you probably saw a bullet ping off the door.
Yep. All right. So I now have 35 feet of movement. So that's what, 15, and that's another 15. So that is one move and double move to get to. That's 10 feet. And I can go another 25 feet to there. And that
There you
is
go.
my turn. Oh. There we go. It's all you, Adjutant.
Make my check, but I might fail it.
Yeah, you're good.
10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 60, 80. It's double move.
All right. You feel the whole creature shift some more, and you don't see it, but the front of the creature starts collapsing. Go ahead, Tari.
Try to get out of here. Is the door open?
Nope.
That door is
Oh.
not open.
Oh no.
And Erebus and Stelly are in the way for melee attacks.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I ready in action to run the doors in my other direction? I don't know. Actually, I'm just gonna shoot at it. See what can happen.
Okay.
Hopefully, I hope not. But
I didn't even know you had a gun.
I do. It's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
You have a
Grenades
gun.
are- Oh, it didn't do any damage. Oh wait, wow.
That's how I felt.
That's why I don't do it.
Absorbs the damage.
That's why I don't use my gun.
Yep.
Erebus.
Step back. What you gonna do?
Yeah. I guess I do that.
You could still try to shoot it.
I guess I'll try to shoot it again. Aim? Hey, I did 3 damage to it.
Ding, you did 3 damage. It's got a hole through it. Might make it easy for Stelly to rip it open.
I'm gonna punch it.
You Kool-Aid man the door, and
I can go forward now, right?
oh yeah! Yes, you can go forward.
And he is about
Now,
Not that
Nope,
way,
nope, nope.
Stelly, out the tube.
Which way? I don't know.
no.
Up.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta draw a smiley face on this.
How much
pitch
was that?
roll.
5,
You were there.
15.
That's 30.
Stop. 15.
That's 30 there. Momo, the way is open.
All right. That's 10 feet. And
You see the light of day out the tunnel. The circle is open.
20 feet. That's one move to get where Stelly is, and another.
Yeah, you're out of the hole, Momo.
Yep. And I am out of the hole. And I just pop open the pet carrier enough to say, "I hope you're feeling better, Captain. We did it." And then close it up.
He looks a little green.
Yeah.
Self-pollinating, sporing.
It's Alder's molting time. Come on, run out, everybody.
All right. So, basically, you guys have enough time to exit the body. You've gotten past the last barricades, and everyone has enough movement. You guys are going to make it out okay.
Front flip outside of the front hole.
Sure.
Parkour.
Take a selfie in front of it.
I'm just gonna flip you guys all back over here. The Imajo's destruction is immediately obvious from the outside. The massive creature has begun deflating like a balloon. You can tell that Clade Company has been busy while you were conducting your mission, both fighting off the swarm elements that have come in an effort to protect the Imajo and securing an effective escape route. As the Imajo begins to collapse, Echiax gives her team the order to retreat. As you exit the Imajo, Echiax you see her racing towards you in a commandeered all-terrain transport. A cloud of dust kicks up behind the vehicle as she steps on the accelerator. She gets everyone she gets you all in, and then she steps on the accelerator. Let's see how fast this thing can go, yes? She shouts, and it's clear why. Dozens of swarm components pour out from the nearby city, some in a desperate pursuit while others look to the collapsing Imajo. Their efforts are futile. Your vehicle tears across the scarred ground. Remnants of the massive creature erupt into gouts of flame and smoke, its pilfered payload fueling a glorious fireball.
Explosion. I don't care what anyone says. You're supposed to look at the glorious explosions, not have your back to them.
They may blind you or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Momo doesn't look, and he's like, "I've blown up lots of shit."
Explosions are meant to be enjoyed.
I ain't nothing. I ain't shit.
And Echiax drives the vehicle into the tunnels where you guys came out. What's that?
Sorry.
Before long, the ground becomes too even to keep driving the vehicle. She has each of you get out and quickly rigs a few explosive charges, Momo giving her a hand. And as your group moves further down the passage, she detonates her explosions, collapsing the tunnel to deter the swarm pursuit, she says. A few moments later, you catch up with her team, and after a few hours of marching, she calls a rest and treats so that you guys can treat wounds and get a night's rest.
Nice.
That was easy.
And you guys reach 6th level. So you can have a night's rest and be fully recharged for the next adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed
Hegaloo or whatever. You got anything hard for us?
Well, you haven't gotten back to camp yet.
Really broke a sweat. Jeez.
So let's see. You were. She expects that it'll take you most of the next day to get back to camp.
Fair enough.
But your mission was successful, and that is more than anyone could have hoped for.
Awesome.
And I seem to have prepped just enough adventure.
Yeah. Oh, that was perfect, though. Oh, that was great, though. I love that.
Enjoy
fighting inside the creature.
Going inside the bug.
I think that was awesome.
Quite literally.
I think that's awesome.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So when we killed it, had explosive diarrhea. Had some indigestion.
There you
go. A little bit of indigestion. It couldn't stomach what it swallowed.
Yep.
I got to take off, but I'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks.
Right, good night. Talk to you later.
A great session, Phil. Thanks.
Don't forget to level up.